Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. So comment down below how 2021 has been for you so far. I am going through kind of a hard time with school and whatnot, but I am going to get through it. And I just want to thank you guys for your continued support as always. But thank you guys so much for everything and for liking my videos and commenting on my videos, for watching my videos. And also I do want to say, be sure that you follow me on Instagram. I usually leave my Instagram handle down in the description box as well as on my end screen. I usually have my Instagram as well on there. I'm really trying to build my following on Instagram as well, just so that I'm able to link things, and also so that I'm able to link my videos and things like that on Instagram. So thank you guys as always for your support, and I'm really excited because today's video is going to be my no/low buy update video. I did of course film a my makeup buying intentions video for 2021. I will be sure to link that video down below, because if you didn't watch that video, you probably don't really know what I'm talking about. You'll be able to understand everything, but it's just as to why I'm doing my no buy, my low buy, things like that. So definitely check that video out if you're wanting to hear my thoughts and just kind of my introduction on everything. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I did want to just provide some updates for you guys. So right now I am currently not purchasing makeup until April. I said April because that's in about 4 months, or that was 4 months. And also April is usually whenever the Sephora VIB sale comes back, and I did hit Rouge last year, so I'm wanting just to kind of reward myself with that 20% off at that time. So I'm kind of waiting until April. April is also my husband and I's anniversary, so it's just a really fun month for me. I really enjoy the month of April every single year, and I feel like that is a perfect month for me to just kind of reward myself. And it's also a good point because it's the new season, so it'll be in spring, and I'll just be able to have had enough time with the products I purchased in December to kind of have my thoughts and opinions on those products. So just wanting to let you guys know about that. I have not purchased anything. I want to say the last purchase that I made was, I can tell you right now because I know what product it was. It was the Rare Beauty Concealer, and I actually regret buying it, and I'm actually going to be returning it. But just so you guys know, the last time I purchased a makeup product this year was on January 2nd, and that was actually before, I want to say, I posted my intentions video. So at that time I was just doing replacement only, even though it technically wasn't. It was more so if I finished a product, I was able to buy another product in that category that I finished. So that's what I was doing, and now I'm not doing that. I'm not purchasing any makeup until April, just so I can really get use out of my collection. I can rediscover new favorites, rediscover old favorites, and I really do want to focus on shopping my stash and really using those products in my shop my stash. So that was the last purchase that I made, and like I said, I don't really care for the concealer after all. It's really unfortunate because I have this huge interest in Rare Beauty. I don't know what it is. I think it's the overall aesthetic, so the appearance of the line. It's also just the products themselves look so beautiful, but the concealer just didn't work out for me. It's very light coverage, and the undertones and the entire line I felt range very cool and warm, and there's not a whole lot of neutral undertones, and that's personally what I like on myself. So I am most likely going to be returning that concealer. I'll probably just get in-store credit for it, which is perfectly fine because I'll probably save that in-store credit for April. But yes, that was the last makeup product that I purchased. Of course, I bought other things from Sephora, but they've been skincare. I've bought a Fenty Beauty face brush, and I really have been enjoying that one for my cream products. I bought an eye cream from the Inky List, and I also bought a cleanser from the Inky List. So just skincare things that I am regularly using, and I don't really have an issue with finishing up. So that is the last makeup products that I did buy. I just wanted to kind of let you know about that purchase. In that makeup buying intentions video, I did talk about all of the products that I purchased in December. So I wasn't buying makeup, I want to say, for a month or two last year. So I want to say I uploaded that video in October. I think it was like late October, early November that I posted that like no buy video. And then I think I want to say I didn't buy makeup for like a month or so. And then in December, I did buy makeup. I purchased, I don't want to say quite a bit of makeup, but I did purchase makeup. I purchased like an eyeshadow palette. I got some things from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and that was really it. I will say though, I'm really happy with the purchases I made. I feel like I was very, very selective on what I brought in, and I'm overall pretty happy with everything that I purchased. I think the only thing I regret is really that Rare Beauty concealer, and luckily I'm able to return it to get money back for it. And yeah, I'm really happy with a lot of the stuff that I purchased from Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with those purchases. And so I really liked that I was able to focus on those products that I purchased. Like right now, I'm able to focus on those products, and I'm able to gather my thoughts on them and really enjoy them. And so, yeah, where was I going with that? I don't know. But yeah, basically I purchased some things in December, and there was that. I did want to talk about some makeup that's tempting me and how I'm going about like not purchasing those products even though they are tempting me. So I kind of want to get into that. But I also just want to share my experience. So right now of course I'm tempted because buying makeup is just something that I did. You know, it was something that was very like therapeutic for me, and I don't think I had an unhealthy relationship. I think I was developing into an unhealthy relationship with like spending and buying makeup, but I think what's helping me is just really the Shop My Stash that I do on my channel, but because I feel accountable to like you guys, my subscribers, because you guys watch my Shop My Stash, and I want to be able to actually use those products. But I think also just re-falling in love with the products that I own, I think has really helped with not purchasing anything and kind of like filling that void and reducing that urge that I have. I also think that just kind of realizing how much I was spending on makeup has definitely been, I don't want to say a wake-up call, but like I feel that I feel good, and I don't feel guilty that I spent like, how do I say this? So like my husband and I, you know, we're very, like he is very simple. You know, he doesn't really buy a whole lot of things. I wish I could be more like him. But he doesn't really like shopping very much. He's just very minimal and simple. And whenever he buys something new, it's rare. And honestly, a lot of it is like video games and things like that, which he uses all the time. I mean, he plays with video games all the time. So with me, I felt like I was always spending the budget, you know, because I was the one that was going out and spending, and I was the one that was going out and like buying things for myself. And now I feel like I'm not really doing that anymore. And I love that, because I love that, you know, I'm not the reason why, you know, our entertainment money is gone or like whatever it may be. And so that's something that has also helped me. And I do like that we have that extra money so that he's able to buy something that he wants. And I feel bad saying that, like, I don't want you guys to think badly of me or anything. It's just, you know, we were trying to be, especially with purchasing a new home last year, we were just mindful of our purchases and trying to be, just a little bit more cautious of how much we were spending and things like that, always wanting to make sure that we had enough for like our mortgage and our car and things like that. And so we had that budget, and I set aside makeup spending money, and that sounds so ridiculous, but I had to, because I was just buying makeup left and right and not really caring, especially at our old house, because we didn't have, you know, rent, we didn't have a mortgage, and so we had so much more money left over from our you know, aside from our bills and whatnot. So anyways, I just feel a lot better that I'm not spending so much money on makeup monthly, because I'm just not buying it, you know. And I also am really looking forward to what I do bring into my collection in April, because I think I'm going to be very selective of what I bring in, but I'm also going to be like, I feel like what I bring in is going to be very curated, because it's going to be things that I was either like really, really wanting, you know, since January, or things that I was wanting even before January. So like late last year that I was still eyeing these products. So let's get into that list right now. I've just made a just a wish list, you know, in the notes app on my phone. And every time I see something on Trendmood, or maybe as I'm watching YouTube, something that I'm interested in, I just add it to the list. And it can get as long as I want, but my goal is to go back in and decrease the size of the list, to delete things from the list. So let's go through it. So the first product is the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. This has been something that has not been able to leave my mind since it came out. It's funny because whenever it came out, I was just like, no, like, I don't really want this product. Like, it's just a whatever palette. But then I saw swatches and I saw reviews and I was like, oh my gosh, this palette is so stunning. I've never tried anything from Lunar Beauty, so that palette is really at the forefront, and that was the first thing I wrote down. The next product is the Patrick Ta She's So LA blush. So this is one of the blush duos. So it does have a cream blush as well as a powder blush, and specifically the shade She's So LA is loved by so many people, and I really do enjoy cream blushes and of course just blush in general. So I'm intrigued by that product. Again, just because it's on this list does not mean I'm going to get it. My goal, like I said, is to go back and really focus in on what do I want to bring in, right? Because at the end of the day, when I bring in that product, I'm responsible for using that product, and it's just gonna sit in my collection if I don't. And then I do have a couple of things from M Cosmetics. M Cosmetics, their Rose Milk Serum Blush. So it's their serum blush, but the shade Rose Milk, it's what is just really like appealing to me. I think that shade is so beautiful. I will say, I feel like I repeat a lot of the same blush shades in my collection. And I feel like, especially when it comes to my cream blushes, I need to bring in something a little bit different, because I don't want to have like the same color of something in a cream blush especially, and then I just have like the same blush color everywhere. But then again, I also need to keep in mind that I need to buy colors that I do like and that I will wear, you know, so there's that as well. But yes, that serum blush in the shade Rose Milk looks so stunning. I do need to see more reviews on that one though. The M Cosmetics Divine Skies palette, that one is just so beautiful. It looks like shades that I would wear pretty regularly, and I've heard nothing but great things about that palette. Also, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Quad, that is something that has been pretty much on my wish list ever since I discovered Jessica Braun. I know I was like under a rock or something, I don't know, but she really does enjoy that quad. I know that she found a dupe from the like XX Revolution brand, but the reason I want the Charlotte Tilbury one is because I still want that pop color, and I know that in the XX Revolution palette there isn't a pop color in that palette. So, or like something similar to the Charlotte Tilbury formula. So I still want that one. Will I purchase it because it's only four shades for like $50 or $53 or something? I don't know, but it is here on my list. Also, the Glossier Cloud Paint. Again, this is something that I don't need. This is something I can probably see myself knocking off my list, just because I really do enjoy the Flower Beauty blush bombs, and I may not, you know, need to purchase this, but again, it's just a formula that I've been wanting to try. Revlon came out with new quads recently, and I have these on my list, but again, I think these are something I can see myself knocking out or knocking off the list. I've discovered that I don't really care for small palettes. I still really enjoy a good 10 to 12 to 15 pan palette. I just love having the variety. And I'm someone who doesn't really jump between palettes unless I'm using an all matte palette, which I do have some of those in my collection. And I'm just someone that doesn't bounce around. I like to use one palette. So all of the mini palettes that are coming out, I'm really gonna try to like fight the urge, because they're just something I don't really reach for, because I feel like I just get the same looks when I use them. So the Revlon quads I'm keeping on here, but I can most likely see them coming off. Same with the new Wet n Wild quads. I can also see those coming off because of the same reason, and also just because I feel like the formula isn't going to be that great. I've heard like okay things, and I don't want something that's like okay in my collection. Revlon also came out with a new foundation. It's their Color Stay I think it's called like their Color Stay foundation, but it's like a light coverage one. If that has a good shade range, which I'm trying to do research on that as well, I will probably pick that one up. It's been a really long time since I've purchased something from Revlon, and also a Revlon complexion product, so I can see myself picking that one up. Also, the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This is something that I want to try so badly, but I'm so back and forth on the shade range. I have watched a few videos of, you know, women that are obviously deeper complexion than I am, and, you know, it was able to work for them. Of course, they complained on the shade range, but they were able to work with it because it's a lighter coverage. They were able to like add bronzer, use concealer, things like that. And so I know that the shade range isn't great, but I've seen women of color try it and it's worked for them. So I'm very back and forth. I've only seen a few videos, so obviously I'm not speaking for every, you know, person of color that has tried out this product. If you know, if you have tried this product and if it doesn't work for you, please let me know. If you've tried this product and you're deeper than me and it does work for you, let me know, because I'm really trying to purchase stuff that will work for everyone, because I've made the mistake in the past of buying something that doesn't have a good shade range, and I feel bad, you know, because that's not right. But I really want to try this product because, one, I love Wet n Wild, and two, I've heard really great things about the Tinted Hydrator. So I want to try it out, but again, I'm still trying to see if it's good enough, you know, if people of color are able to wear this. Also, the Milani Cream Blush. These are just so stunning. I'm debating if I want to try the liquid blushes or the cream blushes. I love liquid blushes so much, but I know that the cream blush is just overall going to be so much easier for me to use because I just have to like basically stipple my brush in it and then apply it that way. So I don't know. I also am not super crazy about the shades that they have. And the shade Nude Kiss is the one that I'm thinking about the most, but again, I think it's more like bronzier nude. So I don't know. I need to think about that one. Also, Rare Beauty came out with new blushes. Like, oh my goodness, they are so cute. Like, yes, of course, cream blush, that's why I want to try it, but the packaging is so stunning. Like, I feel like I need the blush just for the packaging. It's in this cute little like pebble-like pink packaging. Oh, it's so cute. And so I'm really considering one of those. The Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette, still something that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's so pretty. Do I need it? I don't own the original Love palette, so I'm considering that one. This is something really random, but still, the Lorac Noir palette. They recently came out with new eyeshadow palettes last year, and it's been a while since Lorac had updated their eyeshadow formula and come out with a new eyeshadow palette. And this is a palette that I could definitely see myself wearing, but I don't know. Also, one of the Buxom Wonderlust blushes. I really want to try one of these. And I was so sad because last year when I was on this no buy for like that month and a half or whatever, they went on sale for like $11 at Ulta, and I didn't buy them. I did not buy them, but oh my gosh, was my heart broken. So I've also have seen people find these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So maybe in April, I'll try to see if I can find them there. If not, maybe that's something I'll purchase. Also from Buxom, they came out with a White Russian line, and I've heard great things about the White Russian highlighter, specifically from Andrea Mattiano. She really does enjoy this highlighter shade, and she thinks it's a really nice like pinky highlight. So I put that down. Also, the L'Oreal, I think it's like Age Radiance foundation. Jessica Braun talks about this all the time. She says it's one of her favorites. I believe Taylor Wynn also likes this one. So I am kind of considering this one as well, but again, trying to check out the shade range for that one. Also the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is something that isn't new at all, but I kind of miss having it. I remember really enjoying that concealer. I think I've finished up like 1 or 2 tubes of that. And Emily Noel always uses that concealer on her channel. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that concealer back. Wet n Wild also came out with a new concealer. It's the Incognito Concealer. I don't think the shade range is good of this one. I really think it's terrible. So I can probably see myself knocking this one off the list. Call me crazy, but the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, this is like $55, but oh my gosh, does it look stunning on the skin. I see people apply this and it just looks so flawless and like airbrushed on the skin. And that's something I feel like I really struggle with, is my bronzer looking patchy, my bronzer just not really looking good on me. So I'm looking into that one. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Highlight Wand. So this sucks because this is only available on Charlotte Tilbury's website, I believe. It's the highlighter wand, but it's in the shade Pillow Talk. The one that's on Sephora is the Spotlight one, and then the Pillow Talk like 2, like the medium, so it's like the deeper one. So that one, I don't know if the fact that it's only on Charlotte Tilbury's website is kind of keeping me from buying it, but that's on here. Ofra came out with new liquid blushes. I'm like, everybody is killing me with these cream and liquid blushes. I just feel like I need to have all of them. The Urban Decay Tinted Hydrator, I put that on here as well because I'm super interested in the Wet n Wild one, but the Urban Decay one does have more shades, so I'm considering maybe getting that one instead of the Wet n Wild one, but I'm gonna see because of course I love drugstore. The e.l.f. CC Cream. This is like breaking the internet right now. As usual, e.l.f. always breaks the internet, I feel like, but that is getting rave reviews, so I'm interested in that. Also, the Tarte like Maracuja like lipsticks, like lip balms. I am pretty sure I'm gonna buy those. I am super into Tarte Maracuja. I love the Tarte Maracuja oil. It's worked wonders for my skin, and I have seen these and they look stunning. I'm really, you know, not supporting buying lip products, but I really think this will be a product that I will wear constantly, especially even underneath a mask when I'm headed to work and I just want to throw something on. That will be perfect, I think. And then finally, the last product is something I just totally threw on here because I'm like, you know what, you need to research this to see if you want it. This is the Tarte Juicy palette. So this is the latest palette that Tarte has released, and the color story is just calling my name. I have never really tried Tarte's eyeshadow formula, so I'm interested in it. Will I buy it? I don't know. I think $45 for 20 shades is a really great deal. I've heard really great things about it. I've heard people say that it's kind of like similar to like Charlotte Tilbury's formula, so I'm interested in this palette. Again, I don't know if this I don't know if this Tarte palette is inclusive enough. I need to see if this will work on deeper skin tones because it overall looks like a pretty light palette, and I want to make sure that of course I'm purchasing something that if I rave about it, if I talk about it and I recommend it, that it will work on everyone. So that is my very, very long list of my wish list, but I really like that I'm doing this because it's still February. I still have 2 months until April. And so I really want to narrow this list down, really curate what I want to pick up. And I'm also really happy that there's not a lot of eyeshadow palettes on this list. So go me, I'm really excited. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I just wanted to kind of provide you an update on my no/low buy journey that I'm having, but comment below if you are doing a low buy or if you are doing a no buy, how your journey is going. Also, if any of the products that are on my wish list are on your wish list, or if you own them, let me know how you enjoy them. Let me know for sure about the inclusivity. I'm dying to know your opinion. I am not a person of color. I'm very light complected. I don't want to say very light. I'm just more in like the light category. So a lot of products tend to work for me, and I want to support launches that support or that provide colors for everyone. So definitely let me know about the inclusivity of those products that I mentioned. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you did enjoy it. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.